Oh shit. What up? What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. Wednesday NBA Talk with Jay, man. I'm not even lying. I'm a little late to the show. I had to do another show. Got to do like four of them today, man. You see what I'm saying? So I even lost track of time, man. I never really like to be late. I know sometimes I'm like a few minutes late, but today I look down like, oh shit, it's 11:04, man. But it's all good. I only got one game today, so this will be like a quick 5 to 6 minute show. May take some questions in the chat as well, man. So if you got some questions, put them in the chat. Only one game today. I'd like to combine them as well, but still got to go through tomorrow's games as well, man, to be perfectly honest with you, man. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you can, if you like the show, if you appreciate me going live every day talking about these games, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man, all that good stuff. Go download the Action Network app, all that good stuff, man. It's Us Against the Bookies, man. I hope you guys had a great day yesterday. Got some cash, smacked them bookies up. I'm finna go over this game today, man. It's only one game. We're going over here to the streets of New York here once again. And I'll be honest with you guys, man, I don't really know what to do, like, as far as like trying to figure out who's going to win these games, mainly because of the refs. Like some teams, there's some teams like in the Western Conference that they'll let them like do whatever they want on the defensive end. And there's other teams where it's just like you just kind of breathe on a guy and they call a foul. You know what I'm saying? There was a team yesterday that had 22 free throws in the first half. You never really see shit like that, man. So me personally, I'd like to see a little bit more consistency from the refs. It makes it really hard to figure out like who you're gonna take, who's gonna be allowed to play defense, and who, you know what I'm saying, who's gonna get the touchy fouls on offense, man. So it does make it really tough. And in this particular game as well, like I guess what I'm saying is like early to start the playoffs, there wasn't really any favoritism to any team. Like it was all like, all right, we're finna let these guys play. Now it's kind of getting towards like, all right, certain players can kind of get some of these calls, and I'm sorry, I call it how I see it. Brunson has been getting some of these touchy foul calls. Like I guess he's been getting some regular season foul calls. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like it could even be a foul, but what did we see earlier in the playoffs? There was a lot of like fouls, and they wouldn't call it. It's almost like they were like, all right, it has to be a blatant foul call for us to call it. You see what I'm saying? So when you kind of get back to like calling some of the regular season foul calls, it really kind of makes it hard to kind of figure things out. I got a really good look on this game. I just can't find the prop out. You see what I'm saying? We know that Mitchell Robinson is not going to be in this one. He's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. Maybe at some point they can come up to catch up with the Knicks. But regards to that, I'd like to target some props for the Knicks here, man. I feel like Precious Achiuwa, he has to get a lot more minutes here. He's really going to be their big off the bench. I don't feel like they're going to play Jericho Sims, mainly because he can't shoot. You see what I'm saying? He's not a shooter like whatsoever. So that means Precious Achiuwa is going to get over 20 minutes in this game, especially if Hartenstein gets in foul trouble as well. So he played 4 minutes in the first game, didn't do well, obviously, but Mitchell Robinson had played 12 minutes. So he's going to take those 12 minutes from Mitchell Robinson. You see what I'm saying? If Hartenstein gets a couple quick early fouls, Achiuwa gonna come in quick, man. So it's probably one of those, probably gonna have to wait until right before the game. I think Precious Achiuwa is golden today. Like they probably gonna have like some low ass PRA out there. I think it's a really good spot, in my opinion, to take Precious Achiuwa. And the books know it as well. They won't even put this prop out, but I think like 10, 15 minutes before the game, they'll have to. If y'all see some Achiuwa props out, man, let me know, man. I'm talking about like call me on the phone. You dig what I'm saying? But no, don't call me on the phone. Please don't disturb me right now. But no, if y'all see some Precious Achiuwa props like in the chat right now, let me know. But I'll be looking for them. I'll be like sitting there waiting with all my books open right before the game. But some tells me like they'll probably wait like 15, 20 minutes before the game. They got to put out some Precious Achiuwa props somewhere because they're only playing 7, 8 guys without Mitchell Robinson. This really only giving you 7 guys. You see what I'm saying? So maybe you might see like Alec Burks or something like in there. But the only other, if Hartenstein goes off to the bench, the only other big that they have, other than trying to put OG at the 5, is Precious Achiuwa, and I feel like they have to play him. They have to play him in this series now because he can shoot some threes. Not the best offensive player, but they have to put him in there, in my opinion, man. So if y'all see some Precious Achiuwa spots, you know what I'm saying, y'all let me know. Points over 4.5. Where do you see that, Hassan? Oh, Ernest, where do you see that 9.5 PRA? I'm taking that. I'm taking it. He says, I ain't taking no man named Precious. Hey, I dig that. You see what I'm saying? Over 9.5 PRA. Where do you just let me know? Where do y'all see that? Bet MGM, they fucking limited me there, man. I can't even bet it there. I'm gonna have to wait till it come out somewhere else. But I do like that 9.5 for Precious Achiuwa. As long as he gets over 20 minutes in this game. Remember, this is a little bit of more of a fast-paced game as well. So that means more possessions as well. like I said, I mean, Jalen Brunson's going to continue to do what he does as well. My guy had 14 free throws in the last game. See what I'm saying? So it's going to be really hard to beat. I'll tell you straight up. I do think the Pacers can hang with the Knicks, but they're probably not going to win a single game in New York. The Knicks obviously getting the home cooking. They're getting the foul calls. If you're going to be fouling Jalen Brunson 7 times and let him get to and let him take 14 free throws, there's no way in hell you're going to be able to stop Brunson or the Knicks there, man. So I always say a lot of these games are kind of on the refs. I'm kind of getting away from looking towards the sides because I never know how they're going to call these games. You see what I'm saying? We know that in the last few minutes of the last game, there was really 2 missed calls that the refs made in favor of the Knicks. You see what I'm saying? There was one that they came out and admitted that it shouldn't have been a kick ball there on, I believe it was Turner. They were saying that it shouldn't have been a kick ball, Nelwyn, but I may have been Turner, it may have been somebody else. But I know the other one, the moving screen, they reviewed it and all that. It wasn't a moving screen. I'm telling you that right now. But they did call it. It was favored to the Knicks. I don't know, man. I guess really just go with the home teams, go with the favorites. They're getting the favorable calls. So a lot of these games are a lot on the refs, man, to be perfectly honest with you, my guys. But I do think that Precious Achiuwa is like a good target spot for a bench player at the house. They play a lot better, and they're going to have to play him a lot more minutes. And like I said, if Hardenstein gets a couple quick early fouls, which I don't even know if they would call the fouls on Hardenstein, to be honest with you. Obviously, they won a Knicks versus Celtics conference finals over there. But if Hardenstein gets a couple quick early fouls in the first quarter, they got to bring Achiuwa in. He might mess around and get 30 minutes there. So that 9.5 PRA, I think that's a really good spot, in my opinion, guys, for the Knicks over there. And like I said, I mean, for the Pacers, we saw Siakam kind of started the game on the struggle, but even though OG Anunoby was guarding him, he started to have a really good game as well. Siakam has been going over his assists as well. You got Miles Turner that's been going over his threes. They've been having his threes at 1.5. He shot 6 threes, went 2 for 6. He was playing well. TJ McConnell's been fucking ball. You gotta look. I'm a player. I'm a fan of real basketball. Like TJ McConnell plays the right way. He plays defense. He's worked on his shot a lot. So I'm saying that's what's gotten him on the floor, because now he's just not an all defensive guy. Now he's hitting shots, driving to the basket, hitting threes and shit. So I really like what I'm seeing from TJ McConnell as well, coming off the bench, and Obi Toppin as well. They're booing him every single time he gets the ball. Remember, he used to play for the Knicks as well. They got his PRA at 15.5. He went for 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists in the first game. So he's a guy that's coming into Madison Square Garden with a little extra chip on his shoulder. You see what I'm saying? So really great game, man. It's only one game. No look for me on the side. I'd say I'd probably take the Knicks here. With the way the refs are calling this game, if Brunson's going to continue to get these calls, there's no way in hell that you're going to be able to match up with the Knicks. Obviously, if Brunson's going for 43 points, man, 43 points in that one. So I'd be looking at Precious Achiuwa over his PRA. I think that's a really good look in today's game, especially with no Mitchell Robinson. We know that Tibbs has a really tight rotation, playing only 7 or 8 guys. I think Achiuwa has to get some burn in this one, has to get to like 20 minutes in this game. And if he does, I think he can go over that 9.5 PRA. Obviously, he'll need to hit maybe 1 or 2 threes to go over there, but I think he can grab enough boards, get enough assists, passing to Brunson, passing to guys like OG Anunoby in the corner as well. I think Precious Achiuwa over 9.5 is a really good look today, my guys. So only one game. I will be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. It's all love, man. Whatever you guys are betting, I hope you guys get some cash. You know what I'm saying? My guy says, Anton says, TJ McConnell over 0.5 threes at plus 180. He only took 1 3 last game, so he's not going to take a ton of threes, but it's not a bad look there. You see what I'm saying? Sean Murphy says Brunson points been cashing. Matthew says, what about Precious over 4.5 rebounds? Personally, I just like to go with the PRA that way, because if he hits a couple threes, it's going to put you in really good. If he hits a couple threes and only gets 3 rebounds, 1 assist, yeah, that's a cash right there. You see what I'm saying? But I can't say he's going to have to hit at least 1 3 to get here. But only thing with the rebounds, like when Josh Hart out there and he played all 48 minutes of the first game, and that's not really going to change. Josh Hart taking rebounds from everybody. You see what I'm saying? My guy taking rebounds from everybody. Tasha said she like Pacers on money line. That's bold right there. He said I might sit this one out. Hey, bet whatever you love, my guys. Like, the playoffs are hard. People think that it's easier these days, and it could be for you. You see what I'm saying? But the playoffs are hard. I couldn't talk you off just like not betting anything and just watching a game and enjoy the game. You see what I'm saying? Topping over points. Knicks kicked him. That's a fact, Anton. That's a really good look. Jabroni says Nuggets getting swept. I hope they do, man. I would love to see that, to be honest with you. If Halliburton's keep this up, Knicks are 1,000% the better team. Yeah, Halliburton can be missing those open threes. When he's missing open threes, like you can really just kind of sag off of him. So Halliburton looks like that back injury is really fucking with him, to be honest with you. I'd stay off. I'd actually maybe even look at Halliburton under his points, to be honest with the way that he's shooting the ball. I think the league might help the Pacers tonight. They seem to do that a lot. I don't know if that happens in New York, man. I don't know if that happens in New York. If they go down 0-2, then obviously Pacers will be the look in game 3. The refs might actually help them out in that particular game. But I don't see it in New York, to be honest with you. I've noticed the patterns. They want a Knicks Celtics conference finals. You see what I'm saying? So would you tease Pacers with? No, I'm never teasing basketball, my guy. I'm never teasing basketball. What's up, my guy? Nets bets, man. But yeah, man, Achua 4.5 rebounds or DK. Mitchell out for Knicks. You think that matters at all? Like maybe this versus the Celtics is probably going to matter, but the Pacers, they played a really good game first game. They really deserve to win a game, to be perfectly honest with you. But I'm telling you right now, like you could tell that the refs are like, I don't know. I mean, I hate to really say it, but if you watch the game, just look at the game. You see what I'm saying? Like the Knicks are about to lose their game, and then just watch that fourth quarter over. You see what I'm saying? Especially the last 2 minutes as well. So I just call it how I see it, man. But yeah, I'm not really looking towards going against the Knicks. I actually hope that the Knicks win this game. You see what I'm saying? Because like I will definitely be on the Pacers in game 3 in that way, man. But that's the show, my guys. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. It's all love. Go download the Action Network app. They got more props and looks over there as well. A lot of guys over there on the Knicks today as well. So if you like the Knicks, I'm not going to talk you off. They got the refs in their pocket. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know anymore, man. I'll tell you this right now. Like I never know how these refs are going to call the games. And some of these teams that like to flop and like to act, you know what I'm saying? When they're getting the foul calls, there's no way in hell you're going to beat them. I'll tell you that straight up, man. So it's a different type of NBA. It's just unfair that they were letting these guys play earlier, like first round of playoffs, and then now it's just kind of like now they're kind of showing their hand on who they kind of want to win the series. So it's all about noticing the patterns, my guys. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Whatever you guys are betting today, I wish you guys the best of luck, man. It's all love. Hope you guys get some cash. Smack them bookies up. Bookies janky as hell, man. Smack them motherfuckers up. I don't care if you're doing a parlay. I hope you smack them for 100 bands, man. But I'm out of here. Got to do another show, man. It's all love. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Let's go, my guys. We have a good day. Hit the like button.